Hi everyone, welcome to Get Ready with me, Louise. So today we're going to be playing with a brand that I haven't purchased from in quite some time. And I was going to make a purchase a long time ago because I kind of needed some more of their setting spray because it is what it is. They have the best setting spray. And I did get that, so I got the jumbo of it. But I noticed they did a collab with Meredith Duxbury or Duxbury. It's one of them two. And I got the palette and like a palette and highlighting set type of thing. I'm not really for sure what the littler one's for. Maybe it's just for travel. I didn't really look into this much. I don't really follow her. I do in the sense of I think it's hilarious and wonderful how she like puts all that foundation on and can make it work. I can't do that, but I can't do a lot of things. And I think she's beautiful, absolutely gorgeous. But I don't really pay too much attention to like her content because I'm really not on TikTok either, to be honest, that much. But with all that said, I do kind of like this palette. So let me show you the palette. There is a small mirror on this part of it. It's not very big though, if you can see. So this is the palette. And then I don't know if you can see the way she's got it set up, but it's like in quadrants. And then there's the middle row and the middle section that's in a different type of thing. But it came with a piece of paper that went over top of it to help like show how she does like certain things. It kind of gives you something to, you can look at to see if you want to create the look or something, her look. And I noticed that in the bottom, the Feeling Rosy side, you can use those shades as blush, which is kind of cool if you're, using a palette to go or something, which I think a lot of Morphe palettes are like that though, but I always thought they were in bigger pans or something. I might be wrong. It's been a long time since I played with a Morphe palette, as you will see. I will play with this palette more. This is the look we're going to create. I will say I'm not a fan of this look. It didn't come out the way I thought it would in my head, but that's okay because yes, it's about the way the look comes out, but it's also about the way the shadows perform. That's the most important thing. And you're going to see how these perform. So the first shade we're going to go into is called Lies. And yeah, this is the correct brush. So I guess it's even the right brush. It's called Lies. And it's a hot pink. And we're going to start with that shade first. And just blend it around. I may have picked up a little bit too much, to be honest, but that's okay. It does, I mean, they're true to color. They got pigment, but they also blend out, which is nice. Now, I'm not really for sure on her like signature looks, to be honest with you. That's basically what that paper was reading, like her signature looks. I know she does beautiful makeup. Again, I don't know if she's a makeup artist or just an enthusiast. I'm not for sure. But I know that she creates beautiful looks on herself for sure. And I do like this palette in the way it's set up. They're not maybe my colors except for like this one quadrant here, because there's no purples or anything in it, but it is different in the aspect of looking at other palettes. It's her version of her favorite colors and stuff, so I think it is pretty in the way it's set out and everything. I do like it, but it's I don't necessarily think I will get a lot of use out of this particular palette. I think I will get more use out of that little palette if it's good quality than I would this one, even though this has the pinks in it. Alright, so I got that color laid down. Now we're going to go into the shade Poor Boy, and it's an orange. just going to put that out here. Like, I'm not so sure you need this palette by any means, but if you like the color story and stuff and you follow her, I don't think it's bad. I don't. And I'm playing with the orange, and I'll be playing with the red in a minute, and you'll see how they perform. So, and it is true to color, and even the red wasn't hard to use, and usually, you know, they can be a little bit tricky, and it wasn't. So that was nice in that regard. And I really didn't have any like problems with any of these shades, to be honest. We're going to go into Skinny Dippin', which is like a coral, I would say it's a coral color, and we're going to run it under the lower lash line. I use the ColourPop Exit gel liner. It's the white for my waterline. And like I said, this is not my favorite look. It didn't turn out the way I thought it would. It didn't turn out bad either, to be honest, but I just was trying something different, you know? And for that, it didn't turn out bad, but I could have did much better at the same time, too. But it's not about, like I said, the look. In general, it is definitely more about the performance of the shadows. And I do think, for the price point and everything, the performances here, they're easy to work with from what I used. And I do think that there are, you know, beautiful looks that can be created out of this palette. For sure. You got a lot of options. But it is a bigger palette too, so keep that in mind. Alright, let me get my mirror now. We're going to go into this red. Shoot. Everything's going to fall. Of course it is. And I am intrigued to try some of these shadows as blushes too. Okay, so we're going to go into the lobster roll. Oh, that's cute. I like that. Which is that red. And at first I'm just going to pat it where I want it. And then blend. And it's definitely red. Like, it is red. And I can see the, like, the change of color between the pink, the orange, and the red. I don't know if you can. I can. I am curious if this is going to stain my eyes and my brushes, though. I hope it don't stain my brushes. I don't know why I can't take that. But, like, if it gets stained my brushes, it's like, no. I can't do it. I can't do it. I don't know why. I really don't. They're just brushes. As long as, you know, the color's not transferring, it's just the same. But in my head, I just can't use them. Unless I'm using that particular color it's stained. After they're stained. It's crazy. I know. If you want to know what's more crazy, I am wearing a blue shirt with this look. Like, doesn't even go in a million years. Who am I? I don't know. I actually forgot what color shirt I had on, I think, when I was creating this look. And the look may look off due to that too, to be honest. I'm not really for sure. But I was excited that the colors, at least, you know, held true to their color. I like that about it a lot. Okay. Now we're going to go back into that orange, the Pool Boy. It is a little hard to see the orange, I'm not gonna lie. But I think it's because I built the pink up a little bit too much. But you can still see it nonetheless, and that's all that really matters at the end of the day. You all, it is so hot, so hot. I know that fan's probably a pain in the butt, I really do. But it was 100, I think, today. And that's just crazy in itself. And I'm just running that skinny dipping under the lower lash line again. Now, here's where I went a little bit different, and I usually don't do this because, you know, I don't like an all matte look. Like, I just don't. But I really wanted to play with this shade. It's this, like, light violet purple. It's really, really pretty. It's right here. This one. So I pretty much stayed right here. And then I'll use that for inner corner. So right through here. But this purple, and I wasn't for sure like where I could put it, to be honest with you. And I could have put it on the bottom lash line maybe and moved the coral up to here. But I decided to place it on the lid, this purple. And I pretty much just picked it up and patted it and then like moved, like blended it, I guess, around a little bit. But it actually didn't turn out that bad placing it the way I did, which kind of shocked me. Because I really didn't think it would look good at all, but it didn't look bad at all either. But there's just something about that shade that is so pretty right there, and I'm curious what it would look like as a blush. What do y'all think that'd look like as a blush? I'm just wondering, just curious. Now, like I said, I usually don't do a matte look. I love to have a shimmering lid. I just do. That's just a me thing, but I also know that some people love to have an all matte look. Even like a matte inner corner. Yeah, I think you could do that. I think there's a light matte shade to a dark matte. Well, they got black, so they don't necessarily have like a white shade that's a matte in this palette, but they do have a creamed color shade. And I think that could work for your inner corner if you chose it to. So now we're going to go into that inner corner, and it's called The Goddess I Am. Cute. And I'm going to pop that in my inner corner only. And then I'll be honest with you, I realized that this is a little bit too dark for me for my inner corner, I think. So I then laid down, hold on, let me get that in there first, and then I'll go on. So then I picked up Hot Glam, which is like a white metallic shade, and just sort of popped it on top of that. For funsies. Why not, you know? I mean, it is an Artistry palette, so I figure, you know, mix it and match is probably the name of the game when it comes to this. And again, not my favorite look, but did you see how easy these shadows were to use to create a look? That's the point right there. So then I went into this shade called Endless Nights, and it's like a dark midnight blue. And we're going to place it along the lower lash line and top. And I was going to do a black, but I wanted to see the blue. And it is a very midnight blue color. Well, really, I just wanted to know, was it blue or was it black? Or, I mean, like a gray. And it is a blue, though. I do think you could have a lot of fun with this palette. I really do. It's just the question, is it your cup of tea when it comes to colors? And unfortunately, do you want to buy from Morphe? I know a lot of people take issue with Morphe sometimes. And I haven't, like I said, I hadn't purchased from them in a long time, but I was kind of, I don't want to say glad that that they finally released something I wanted, but I kind of was, because I really wanted that setting spray. And I could just go to Ulta, I understand that, but I can't order online at Ulta, and I don't like going in stores, to be honest. I tell you what though, I do like, in a way, I actually kind of do like the way this look turned out, in a weird way. I don't know how to explain it, to be honest with you, because it's not a look that I really would have chose to wear even, but yet looking at the colors and the way it all turned out, it's not bad at all. It really isn't. And I do think that the rest, like my shirt and the rest of my face, is throwing the look off also. But you can definitely see how pigmented these colors are. They got color. So I'm going to use the Tower 28 mascara for my top lashes. And then go in with the Lancome Def and Seals for the bottom. And again, I am not a makeup artist. I'm, just a consumer of makeup. I'm not even an enthusiast, I guess I am. I do like makeup, but it's more for just to use or to have fun with, like my therapy. But I do think she did a good job at like color selection and the way she put it in the palette and the way she gave suggestions on how to use the palette. I think that was really cool on how all that was done. And I am curious, like I said, to play with it again and the little palette again. Or play with the little palette also. I didn't want to watch anything on it because I just wanted to take it from my point of view. Because sometimes Morphe is really hit or miss. shoot. Wouldn't you know it, I'd mess up. Oh, I had to clean that up. I nicked myself right there. I could make it into like a mold. Hey, I could. I won't, but I could. Got a little bit of mascara up here too, where it slid out of my hand. Alright, get that out of there. That's gonna have to dry, y'all. Yeah, I'm not gonna mess with that without letting that dry. I already know better. So we're definitely not gonna do that one. But what I will do is just clean it off in a minute. So what we'll do is we'll just go. So how do you like that look? Because if I do that one, you're gonna see the mess of the mascara. Although the mascara doesn't really matter because that's not the point of the review, you know. Or point of the look even. So what do you think? Do you like this palette? Are you all giving Morphe a second chance? Are you interested in Meredith? Do you like her content? Let me know. Maybe I need to watch it. I don't know. But let me know. I'm curious. But I'll get back to you with a second look and let you know what I think about the bigger palette. And I'll play with the smaller one too. I don't know if I'll get to it soon or not because I do have the ColourPop one too, so it's up in the air on when I get to it. I may do it next instead of ColourPop. I don't know. But I do want to get that ColourPop one up because I have lots of thoughts on that one. Lots of thoughts. And my daughter wants it, so after I do the review, so. But that's all I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, ring the bell, hit all. That way you're notified when I upload. I do upload every day but Sunday. And I'll see you in the next one. Until then, stay safe and stay healthy. Bye.